So I was just working on a video. Let's put on some music. And then I put on I Need a Hero. And then I was like, why don't I just do a video talking about, could we be getting Guardians of the Galaxy sets next year? And I was like, yeah, that's a good video. Why not? So hello there, everyone. Ashnflash here. Welcome on into a speculation video. And I thought that we'd just sit down and talk about the likelihood of us getting Guardians of the Galaxy sets next year. And if you didn't know, in 2020 and this year, we actually got sets indirectly based off of the Avengers game. And some of the outfits for minifigures were actually directly based off of their designs for Square Enix's game. And this has been just a bit of a talking point, I think, for a lot of people in the community. Just, could we be getting sets based off of the Guardians game, because it's also being developed by Square Enix. Now, when the sets first launch, you might be thinking, well, if you look at that, they're almost like a year apart. And you're right, the game was actually delayed from May all the way to September. So with the sets launching in January 1st of 2020, it's not too far-fetched, since it would have been right as things were going to be coming out for the game. They would have been hyping up and starting up all the marketing and stuff like that for the game, and then the game's release. And then as they would have continued to put out the DLC, which we know they have done, in the summer, we got all those other sets with all those other outfits, and MODOK specifically, and more AIM agents. And if you look at it that way, so we got the sets before the game. What I'm theorizing is that we would get sets after the game. So that's why I don't necessarily think that it's going to be happening. I'm not really expecting any, like, just generic themed Marvel sets, let alone Guardians of the Galaxy ones. And having a set based off of Lady Hellbender, like, who? You know what I mean? I just think that it would be, I don't think it would do as well as those Avengers ones necessarily. And even then, they were taking inspiration from the MCU and pulling in Loki and Red Skull, and even doing some other character outfits that weren't based off of the game. So it was this weird kind of amalgamation of a lot of them. And I don't think there's anyone that can really deny that Captain America and Iron Man weren't based off of the game. And I think that even the game's outfits took inspiration from the MCU. Everything takes inspiration from everything, you know what I mean? And specifically looking at the Guardians outfits, some of them are similar to the comics, some of them are similar to the movies, and I don't really like a lot of them, but I still think that getting a Star-Lord variant or something like that would be really interesting. Am I a big fan of the game? No, not really. I don't like that you're only playing as Star-Lord, that it's only single player, and, you know, you don't have the option to do multiplayer. It just, the game confuses me. You can't, I know that it's probably different departments working on video games, but you should have taken everyone from the Guardians team and have them working on Spider-Man and Black Panther and everything else that you've already announced and promised for the game that you kind of fumbled with at the start. And I think that as things are going, it's very Battlefront. As the DLC comes out, I think it's going to save the game. But anyways, I personally don't see that it's going to be happening, since we got sets before the game for Avengers, and now we'd be getting them after, when it's the 10-year anniversary for Marvel next year. There's all these shows and movies to come. I just personally can't see it happening, unfortunately. And I think that, you know, it'd be fun to have a variant, but I personally don't mind that there isn't anything on the table for 2021, and we'll have to wait and see what 2022 has in store. But be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on if there actually is any Guardians of the Galaxy sets to come in this year or next year. And if you want to as well, check out these playlists of Marvel videos at the end here. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.